Hello and welcome back to GregTech New Horizons. This is the Tips series and it's episode 7. In this episode, we're going over the bricked blast furnace. I would say when you can actually build this thing, it's basically like a blast off. And not only that, they even call it that in the quest. So here we are in the Steam Age, but if you can make 8 steel ingots, which takes 6 minutes each, so you're looking at 48 minutes, almost an hour long of processing, you'll be entering the LV age. So let's get into it. Oh boy. On a little bit of a side note, I built this smeltery up quite a bit so that I could do this. I wanted, you end up with a bunch of these nuggets. I just did it like that so I can put a whole stack of whatever in there and start doing it at once. And then also I made a bunch of these things so that I can just come along and get more and more. In this case, I'm just getting the glass out of there. I need the glass anyways, so there we go. And that's what I do for that every once in a while. And right before I get into that first thing, which has to do with clay and tons of it, take a look at this. This is what if you have a lot of these coins, and I do, just push E on them, or in your case, whatever your usage key is, and look through here. And I noticed that the Enderman quest, I'm going to need Enderman in the future because I can get, I can melt them in the smeltery and get the Ender Pearl juice. And so I'm going to do that one. And I think I want some, I also want some of the, what do you call it? The witches. Let's see. There we go. So we go like that, detect. And you can do these every, I think, half hour. So I just have I have some of these on hand. Same thing with this. Let's see. Oh, we'll do this one and detect it. So I can just have some extra pistons. I don't like making these, so oops. And claim. Probably need some sticky pistons pretty soon as well. But I've been building those up, and this one right here, the Explorer one, I don't think it has too many usage. We could do coal. We could get a bunch of clay. That wouldn't be terrible. But this is the one I've been doing. I get a bunch of well, actually, this one I would think I was going to take some clay. Sure, why not? Detect it and claim it. Nice. So that's another way to get clay. Okay, so let's get into this. Oh boy. Oh, because with that sticky thing, I actually put a reservoir right here, or a water tank side, made a water tank right in the ground. And that way I have access to water down here. To give you an idea of how much clay you actually need, this mountain was out to, I think, right here. It was like all along here, and it was that tall, and I just have been cutting into it and just cutting and cutting and cutting. So let me show you what I've been up to. Just sit here and peel away at this mountain, hopefully from the top down. That way I'm not like messing around with things. But I also got a lot of sand out of here and a lot of just mostly the sand and the clay. And then, so that's the building block for a few things in here, but let's take a look at this stuff. So what we're shooting for is a total of 35 fire bricks. I think it's 35. I'm almost positive. Because you need 4 for this to make the controller. And then you need this thing set up. And how it's set up is like this. Once you have all the pieces, this is going to be the controller, but then you'd set it up like this. You'd have the fire bricks, which we're going to show you how to make, these things right here, and you'd set it up sort of like a coke oven, a base like that, and then you're going to go like this and build it up like this. Leave those two open, and then just like this, and then one more layer on top. See how it's over there? You can kind of see it over there. There we go. So it has a totally hollow core down to almost the bottom, and then a spot open for the controller. So that's what it looks like. So it's that many, and then I think that's 31 bricks. And then the controller goes right there, and it completes itself. And then you end up with this. Nice. 2 more, and we get a completion of a big thing that unlocks LV age. So once you have this thing up and running, and I'm going to show you how to make it, you're going to need coal coke, and then you put iron in here, and then you get steel every 6 minutes, 240 seconds. The coal coke is simply this. right here. Let's see. Regular coal cooked, and then it comes out as coal coke. And you're going to use 2 per steel, so you're going to have to have quite a bit of that in there, which is nice. And it also has the tiny piles of ash that you got to take care of and get out of there as well. Okay, so let's see how we actually pull this off. There's a lot to go over here, but let's take a look at it. I've set up all the stuff over here on the side. So if you just use your recipe key, I've tied it to R. It'll show you that you need a bunch of gypsum dust. Now, in the last episode, we showed you how to find gypsum. And then the gypsum dust is, I think, is that through the macerator? It should be. Yep. And then you can get get down to just regular gypsum dust. Then you need the concrete as well and the fire bricks. Let's take a look at the fire bricks first. So fire bricks are compressed fire bricks, which means you're going to need the compressor from the steam age. And we went over that in episode 5, I believe. That shows you how to set up the whole steam compressor, the water tanks, and all that kind of stuff. But how do you make these fire clay dusts? Oh boy. So we're looking at that. And it's clay dust, which we just got. And then right here. So let's take a look. If I come over here and crush this, and you can see I've made a ton of these mortars. If we crush it, we get clay dust. Beautiful. But what we need are, in addition to that, we need the brick dust. Well, how do you get brick dust? Oh boy. Well, you have 4 small ones, and if we do that, we got to make bricks. And you're like, oh boy, how do we make the bricks then? And then you got to crush them and then use the small piles on a set of 4 to combine it. So how do we make bricks? From unfired clay bricks. Oh boy. And then we're right back to clay. Oh boy. So how do we make that clay again? Let's find out. So let's take this other half. We'll put it up here. And we'll put it here. And then I think this is what you do. You put it right here. Not over here, but right here. And it'll get the small ones. Nice. And then these, we can go and surround it over here. And I'll show you that next. Let's go take a look at this. Is it set up right here? It might be. Nope. Is it set up right here? Yes, it is. So we have to... it's actually set up to be clay. Let's make another recipe together with this new work table that we've shown in the previous episodes. So if we go like this, we put this here, and let's see, we can actually crush this one down too. Let's see. Perfect. Let's put all of that up there. And we're going to make a second recipe. So if we close that out, this recipe is still there and you just click it. But you go like this. Nice. And then we put that there. And that's not it. 1 second. Sorry, guys. It's the buckets. Should have noticed that. There we go. And then I can just push the buckets right over here. Double click. It puts them all up there. And then I go like that. And it'll use the buckets, and we get clay that way. And then you can get a bunch of buckets, which I did right here. And that comes back to the thing. You're going to be using lots and lots of buckets. And then you just fill it up. And that's why I like having this right here, right next to us, where I'm working. And now we have 2 recipes for the clay and for that. And we can just switch between them. Perfect. And then this is how you get a ton of clay. And then the clay, let's see, this one, then if I just pop this clay in here, then I can get a bunch of the iron-fired bricks. Let's see if we can do that right there. Nice, it just turned it all into that. Perfect. And then, one of these is the compressed ones. That's not what we want right there. Nice. And then I can just throw them in this. And I don't want to use up a ton of the, what do you call it? Charcoal. So I just have a bunch of these sitting here, right here. And what I do is I go like this. We'll put half in here and stick it up and see how it uses that full bucket. 32 of those will be 1 bucket's worth. And then I'll put this in here for the next one. And we'll do the unfired clay brick right there. And that goes there. Just like that, getting it set up. So that way I can cook a bunch at a time, which is nice. We'll put half in there. And put this one back. And then we'll do the same thing here. Oh, there's some fired bricks that I just did. The unfired clay bricks gets turned into... Oh no, this must be the fire bricks from here. Okay. And we'll put this one here. And just like this. So then I'll take some of this out of here, some of this out of here, and 3 out of there. Perfect. And now it's just cooking along. Everything's cool. Nice. I'll take that, and then I can just store it right back down there. Oops. Did it actually drop it on the ground? It did. Kind of strange. There we go. So now these are being fired off. I'm getting the bricks. And then, if we just crush them down, we get the small piles. Let's see if I have some of those ready to go over here. I might. Yep, I've already done it right here. So then you crush down the bricks. It's a lot to it, I understand. And nice. And we'll crush the rest of them. And then this gets combined like this. Oh boy, so there's a lot of steps to this. So I'll let you, I'll slow down a bit here. Just like that and like that. And then we need some clay dust. Let's see if we have some right over here. We might. We have small piles. I think we can get that right back into the regulars. Like that. We can. And then we combine these two together. Just like that. And now we have the fire clay dust. Oh, and it always does that thing where it puts it back. It puts it into the smaller ones. So you can just get it back like this. There we go. Oh, no, this is the tiny one. I'm sorry. If it comes out tiny like that, just be careful when you pull it out of there. There we go. And you can get it back into the brick that size. Nice. Okay, let's do the next step. Now we've gone through that. We've made the fire bricks. And then it's going to require the compressor to put all these in there. So let's go take a look at that. And we'll go up this way. And it's right up here. And this has all been shown in episode 5, I believe, how to set up this thing. And this thing just runs and runs, and it's not a problem at all, but I put it over here because of the noise a little bit further away. Because that's annoying otherwise. So we've got our compressor on this side running with with just a small coal boiler with the charcoal right in here. And we're just going to pop these in. And as this pumps out, it'll get turned into these compressed fire bricks. And then you just pop them in a furnace, and they turn into fire bricks. So let's see if we got any here. Oh, there we go. Ooh, I did that too. That's important. We'll take those out. I compressed the iron in the compressor. 9 makes a block. And we need 4 of those for what we're aiming for here. Let's eat some food, and I'll go show you the next step. Right over here. We just pop these. We can just pop them right in here. And do we have anything cooked off? Yeah, a little bit. Nice. Now let's pop that in there. All right, next up. So now you have the fire bricks that have been compressed and then cooked and made with the brick dust, tons of clay. You're mining and mining and mining. And the whole point of this is to get a tool forge so that you can make a mining hammer instead of this, so that our mining gets almost 9 times faster. It just really accelerates everything then. So let's come over here, and I've set this work table up to be just, all I do is I make these bricks in here, the fire bricks. So let's go ahead and put that in there and take a look at the recipe. It needs the gypsum, which we've got in the earlier episodes. We know how to get the gypsum and make that. But then it needs this bucket of concrete. And I go, oh boy, I've only got that much gypsum left. Interesting. So how do I make concrete? Well, we'll take these iron buckets out because we're going to fill them and make concrete. And I made that right. Let's see. Where did I make that? Here? Yep. Okay. It needs quite a few things. The buckets of water. It needs a bunch of empty ones. So we'll put that there. And if I hover over this, it shows me, oh, I need calcite. And we know how to make the work tables with recipes. You just go like this. There it is. So you just click it like that. And then it knows that that's what you want in there. We know how to make clay dust. This is just, quartz sand is just mortars. When you mortar it down, let's see, right here, sand, which we have tons of over there. So then we have that. Stone dust is in the macerator through the a cobblestone in the macerator upstairs. So I have a few stacks here. I'll probably put another stack of cobblestone just to have it ready. Maybe even 2 stacks of cobblestone in there and macerate it all. So I need a lot of this stuff. I think I need 35 buckets per thing. Now, as you make your second bricked oven, it can share one of the walls, and I'll show you that in a future episode. So you don't need 35 fire bricks for your second one, because you need 12 less. So it's like 35, 23-ish fire bricks for the next one. But you need a lot of this concrete. And I'm going to shoot for at least 4, maybe even 8 of those bricked blast ovens. So I need a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to keep this work table set in here for a long time. All right, so this is easy to get. That's easy to get. We know how to do the steel buckets. We've done plenty of water. I'll probably make some more just for the heck of it, and make some more clay buckets just so I can have their own clay buckets sitting in here. But the calcite, looks like I'm low on that, so I'd have to go back to my lapis area where the calcite was and get calcite dust and grind it down and do that and have this set up in here for the next one. But I won't do that until I get the hammer, because that's going to make everything so much faster. So much so that I'll probably need a couple of mining backpacks as well. I don't think I've gone over those, but hopefully you guys have seen those and made them. And let's see if I can just look at it like that. The recipe, there's the recipe for the diggers one. And that picks up all the cobblestone and dirt for you. And then this one's a little better or different. Recipe. Definitely make this as soon as you can. We know how to make them. We know how to make the tanned leather. We know how to do that by drying it, all that stuff. So I'll probably make a second one, and I'll have 2 on me because it's that important. Okay. So we're making tons of concrete. We know how to do this. We know how to get the calcite and the gypsum. And when you have all that, there's the gypsum. Then you put the concrete in here, and you just take it out, and you just fly through it. You make those, and then you make the brick blast furnace, and that's just with a furnace like that. That's easy to do as well. And then you basically enter, once you get steel, you enter a whole new age where everything starts to get it opens up. The whole game opens up to you then. So why do we want steel? It's for the tool forge specifically. So we want steel, and we got it. I'm going to go over there and click it. We're going to focus on this tool forge. We've done the coins. And then there's also the note of pollution. There's a way to disable pollution. That's up to you if you want it in your mod pack or not. Right now, it's not too much of an issue, but I'm going to end up with probably about 8 of these and 8 of these constantly running, and it's going to add pollution. I don't know if it says, let's see if this shows the pollution. I don't know if I can see the pollution levels, but that's a thing to be concerned of. So what people do is they spread them out. They'll put these things way over there and another chunk, these over there, and it gets you to spread stuff out. I don't like pollution, so I may turn it off, and I'll show you how to do that in the future, but that's an option for you. So, Tool Forge. All this has gone over. Tool Forge. Let's take a look at that. Let's see if it's over here. There it is. All right, all of this, we could make we actually did make the blocks of iron in the compressor. That's easy to make. Tool station's easy to make. Just cut a regular 1 in half. Steered stone slab, we just cut 1 in half with a saw, I imagine. Yep, look at that. And that just goes regular stone. I think it's regular stone. What would go in there? Oh, there's 11 different things. Is there just stone that you could put in there? Probably. Let's see. Yep, just regular stone. So the catch was these things right here, the aluminite. We can make that because of the ore berries. And I should probably show you that as well. But this molten alumite, it requires molten aluminum, molten steel and molten obsidian. Well, the obsidian we can get because we have diamond on our pick, so we can just go down there and you can get obsidian lots of different ways. Just pour water over some lava and then break it. You can get obsidian that way. So you need some in there for that. We need molten steel, which now we're going to have in a second. We're going to put it in there and actually make some. And then the molten aluminum. Now the aluminum is coming from these ore berries, which is actually comes from a quest. If you make this whole thing, you'll end up with 10 berries. Is there another way? Oh, you could get it with the farmer, so you can get berries that way as well. Let's see how many farming coins we have. Oh, we have enough to where I could actually... oh no, that's a tree. We have barely enough where you can get some that way. But the aluminum berries, it's really important. I have this going down here. What I did was I made an underground area, and then these... Nothing can spawn on these stone bricks, these kind. Let's see if I can look at one and press G. There. Mobs can't spawn on them. So I don't have to put any light sources here. And even though it's really dark right here, mobs won't spawn. And then, uh-oh. I was trying to crossbreed stuff, and it just didn't work. Okay. So I'll put that back. And then I have this whole area here. Let's see if I can plant those there. Nice. And I just come down here and I pick all these things up, and they actually hurt you if you get too close. That's why I have this little trough here, and that way it doesn't hurt me. And they have to be in darkness, and it'll show you if it's if they can grow or not, and if they're harvestable. So you're going to be making those and throwing those in your smelter to smelt down. I also have some of these going. I should be making more of these, but I don't want to do that. There we go. Nope, not. Can I harvest that? Yeah, I can. There we go. Nice. I got 6 more. You need these for a quest as well. I think it's 64 plus a seed gets you a goldfish plant. I don't know what that is, and some crops. Oh boy. Okay. So once you get all the aluminum in there and you make the alemite, you're going to be able to make these by pouring the alemite over this casting, and we can make a cast quite a few different ways. And we get this large casting, just use that. And how much is it? 1,152. It's a really weird number. That's quite a bit. We'll find out how much it takes. And then we can make this tool forge, which allows us to make like this regular tool station, not a tool forge. See, there's no hammers here. Well, I want to be able to make the hammer, and that requires... here, I got one earlier, the hammerhead, but I can't actually equip it yet because the hammer allows you to mine in a 9x9 area. So you walk up to a wall like this, or like this, and you would just hit in the middle, and all of this would, instead of just one breaking, you get all of this would break. Right here, all of that would break, and then you just can mine nine things at once. It's massive upgrade. So that's what we're shooting for, and that's what steel allows us to do. And it should be there now. Let's see. Nice. And there's the blast off quest. So let's take a look at it. Oh, right here. And I still have other things to do. You know, other quests on the side, things like books. I got to be able to do that. All these different things. I should do this as well. What is that going to take? Ooh, quite a bit. 2 anvils. And then blast off. So we've completed it. We get some iron ore. Actually, this iron ore is probably going to be good if I can get some iron ore berries, and you plant this underneath. Let's see if it shows it. Nope, doesn't show it on there. But I think if you plant it underneath a crop, like an iron ore berry crop, it'll actually grow iron ore for you. So that's a nice thing again. So choosing the reward. Can I get this any other way? I might do a steam bag just for fun, but I don't know if I need that. We get more of these coins. 1 second, I'll be right back. I think you should be able to use just these regular ones underneath these regular iron ore from GregTech, and you don't need the Minecraft one under the berries. That should work fine, and I can get those anywhere, I think. We'll see. I'll risk it and do the loot bag. Might be a wrong way to go, but oh well. Here we go. Let's have some fun. And did I get the bag? No, I didn't. Come on. Oh, maybe this has to be moved around a little bit. No. Sometimes it doesn't show up that way. Claim. Where's my loot bag? Steam loot bag. 1 second. Once in a while things, glitch out, but yeah, it's gone. Maybe I can do the give thing. Oh, there it is. It just popped up. See, that was really weird. Okay, so let's do it. Oh, what is this? Breaded pork chops. Let's see if it's used for anything. Nope. So I can just eat this food up. Nice. And then we're going to open up this just for fun. Here we go. Oh boy, let's actually clean this up just in case it's a lot of stuff. One can always hope. Spawn ocelot. Oh, that's actually good because we needed an ocelot for... So I'll make an area and I can tame the ocelot. That's a really good item. Very cool. Nice. All right, so have we gone over everything? Tool forge, that's the importance of it. Why we're doing all of this, why you're going and doing all that is to get that tool forge. In the next episode, I'll show you how to make it. If you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and subscribe and hit the like thing and button and have a good time. I hope this helps and enjoy, guys. This is a fun mod pack. Have a good one.